So, we've all had our fair share of embarrassing stories as kids. You know, the typical mistaking strangers for your parents, wearing wrong clothes, and throwing kids over 4 feet away as a science experiment. We've all done that, right? Well, today's story is about that third mistake you all can most relate with. So, back in my country, we have big weddings, you know. It's a cultural thing to have multiple functions with big, lavish settings and events and fireworks. Now, not everyone does it in dedicated venues. Most people can't really afford those lavish settings. So, what do? They just show up to random public parks, set up anchors and tents, and be like,
"Hey, time for a wedding, let's go!"
and everyone in the park and in the vicinity of it, they just have to accept their fate. Another thing about these events in my country is that people invite everyone, even to the smallest function. So these functions, they gather people from all over the country, and for a while our parks, swings and slides are all occupied by new faces. This is one of that new face. He was 11, if I'm remembering correctly, a bit small for his age. You could tell he was a late bloomer, but you know what bloomed a bit too early for him? His tongue. That razor sharp knife of his was running as if he was 30 years old, and if we were to judge him by his words, he'd lived it all. And he was really confident in his takes. You could just tell he had watched a bit too many Bollywood movies, so his reality of the world was a bit skewed, to say the least. We just happened to pass by the ground, and from the corner of our eyes, we could see that the merry-go-round was going really fast. And he was sitting on it with another small kid. We stopped nearby, and the kid was like,
"Hey you, I think the swing in your park is a bit rusty."
"Yeah, seems like it, but don't rotate too fast or you might get dizzy, you know."
"I don't get dizzy."
And there, you could see that Bollywood smirk on his face. No. Actually, you will get dizzy. Now, he was a man of his word. To prove it, he jumped off the swing, stood on the ground, and surprisingly, he wasn't dizzy at all.
"I'm a pro at this. I'm rotating this as fast as possible. And by the way, this is the maximum speed it can go. It can't go any faster than this."
Clearly, it can go fast, but like we said, it's dangerous. You'll get dizzy.
"I don't ever get dizzy."
Everyone gets dizzy.
"I challenge you to spin this as fast as possible, and after that, I'll stand on the ground to prove I'm not dizzy. And not just one, all three of you."
The sheer nerve on this kid. I mean, at this point, there's a clear challenge on the table. Either all humans get dizzy, or there's this rare kid in the world who is immune to getting dizzy. The little guy politely steps out of the challenge, clearly a smart thing to do, as you'll see shortly. But this Tamil Nadu, he stands firm-footed, unmoving. And what's even crazy is that the kid is in full three-piece, all suited up for the function with boots and ties, whereas we're in our casual t-shirts.
"Don't hold back. I have a very tight grip."
San, ni, ich, yosh. Well, actually, it didn't play out like that. We rotated the swing and realized there's no kid in the center. Now, we were really not expecting that. And to be honest, I did exert my full force. But I was not expecting this outcome. We were as shocked as our Tamil Nadu friend over here. "You really gaslit me into believing you had a strong grip." To his credit, he was not fazed at all. I mean, his face and clothes were a bit muddy and he was bleeding a bit, but he still had that eye of the tiger look. I guess all those Bollywood movies did come in handy in the end. We were like, hey buddy, come over here, there's a mosque nearby, we'll wash your face and make you clean. So we all head over to the mosque, and when we arrived there, no need to worry, I'll handle it, I know a place. No, we're not leaving you. You cannot gaslight us again. We'll take you back to your parents. We took him back to his mom, and she was shocked to see him in that condition. Do you know what happened next to this Bollywood movie superstar?
Kids, sorry for the trouble. He causes me trouble every time. This is a normal weekend for me.
And then she took him with her. And as they parted, he turned around and looked at us with the same bravado on his face and tears in his eyes. That was the last day of the function, and we never saw him again. Now there's one thing that's been bugging me ever since. Who won the challenge? To be fair, the challenge was about getting dizzy or not, and he never got dizzy as far as I can remember. Well, actually, he might have gotten dizzy after the slap from his mom. That's the trouble with these confident kids. You never really know, and you cannot really prove anything. But he clearly didn't have a strong grip. If you made it till this point, thank you so much for watching this video, and do let me know in the comment section below if you think the kid got dizzy or not. Honestly, so far the matter is still undecided regarding who won the challenge. But yeah, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.